Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to yet another edition of the Cliff Ellis Show. I'm your host, Brandon Dunn, along with Coastal Carolina men's basketball coach Cliff Ellis. The Chants on the road this week, 2 in the state of Arkansas. Coach, you got to feel good going into the week, knowing that you came off a very good win over App State. So clearly the team feels good as you went on this road trip.
Well, I absolutely felt good going into the trip. We know that going on the road is always a test, but our guys are getting better at what we do, and we came off of a great win against Appalachian State.
First on the docket, you took on Arkansas, Little Rock, in Little Rock. Always a tough place to play. That team has been good for years.
Yep.
I know they had a couple of transitions with the new coach, things along those lines. But going into this game, how did you see this matchup going?
Well, I knew that Coach Walker brought a lot to the table. He's got a great background as a player and as a coach. He's recruited well. And he's got guys playing hard. And they had some players that were left over, especially the Tucker kid, who was A-Sun Player of the Year. So this is a different team that we've seen, but typical of Arkansas Little Rock basketball, a team that's going to get after you on the defensive side of the ball and push the ball on the break.
When you looked at this road schedule, and I know this week probably stood out to you just because of the way the Arkansas programs have always played basketball. It's a basketball state. You and I have alluded that several times. So you knew this was going to be a tough one.
Absolutely. Anytime you go into Arkansas, you're going to face a six-man. These fans totally understand it. They get behind it, and they love basketball in the state, and they have good following.
Before you left on this trip, you had a practice or two, had an opportunity to get your guys back on the floor. What did you see that made you think, hey, I think we're ready for this trip?
Well, the good thing is we're trying to work on our conditioning. We got players back. We lost David Pierce to an injury, and he's going to be out for a while. And we lost David Crowd, but at the same point in time, we're getting DJ and Ebo back. But keep in mind that we hadn't been able to practice much. So we're trying to get our team conditioned to being able to play for 40 minutes. And I think it'll take another week or two because these guys had been out for 2 months. But we see the impact that they can make through the game that we played against App State.
What did you see from the guys returning over the weekend against that game against App State? We know about the conditioning part. Outside of that, were you pleased with what you saw?
Defense. I think DJ and Ebo create a lot of defense potential for us to get the break going.
All right, with that, let's go to these highlights between Coastal Carolina and Arkansas Little Rock. The Chanticleers back at the Jerry Stevens Center, a place that hasn't been all that friendly for CCU in years past. However, Coastal jumps out to a nice lead. A.J. Sanders hits from outside early on. The senior cans a triple to get Coastal on the board, the guard with yet another solid night. Moments later, Amadou Bamba would extend the lead with a jumper, and 2 minutes in, Coastal had a 5-3 lead. Sanders would continue his early success. Another triple, this time from the wing. Shots feeling good with solid ball movements and a 5-point edge. From there, Coastal goes cold. That allows the Trojans to crawl back from an early hole. DeAndre Burns would give the home team their first lead. As we hit the 14-minute mark, Trojans up 1. Tommy Burton continues to play well. Coming off the bench, the junior with the lay-in. Nice dish from Sanders. Shots reclaim the edge. Under 10 to go first half, Trojans go back to Burns. The junior feeling the flow. Burns with a pair of jumpers, and the Trojans took a 3-point lead. Coastal regroups, going back to Sanders as he continues to hit from a 3-point range. Sanders nails 3 in the first half. This one pulls Coastal within 1. Terrell Gums-Frater, coming off the bench, makes his presence known. The jumper falls and the shots at a 3-point lead with 3:30 to go first half. The final 3 minutes, though, would belong to Little Rock. The Trojans outscored the Chanticleers 6-2 to take a 34-32 lead at the break. A.J. Sanders and Devontae Jones would pace the shots with 9. Coastal in striking distance for a big road win as we start the second half. Coastal would score the first 8 points, a combination of Zach Cuthbertson, Devontae Jones, and Bamba. Amadou with a pair of buckets, and Coastal led 40-34 at the 17-minute mark. Back-to-back threes from DJ and Sanders would keep the shots out front. 3-point shooting was lights out. Sanders hit 7 of 16 from long range. Jones was 7 of 12, and Coastal led by 8. The Trojans would cut the lead to 3 on this Noel 3. Little Rock not going away. But the Chants, give them credit. Gums Frater hits a 3, and the Chants lead was back to 6. Tommy Burton would follow suit with a bucket inside, another nice assist from Sanders, and the Chants lead was back to 8. Another Sanders bucket and another big 3 from Gums Frater would extend the Coastal lead. Gums Frater pouring in 11 off the bench, Chants by 15 with 10 minutes to go. At this point, it looked as though this game was all but over. However, the Trojans would start to chip away. Tucker hits another big 3. That cuts into the lead. Burns would answer as well with a bucket at the 4-minute mark, and that lead was down to 10. Trojans would hit some big free throws as well as a Tucker 3, and that 10-point lead was gone, as Little Rock would tie the game at 71 with less than a minute to play. Chants with a chance to win it here, but the Trojans would foul Cuthbertson on the 3, a huge miscue that would help Coastal Carolina. Cuthbertson hits 1 of 3 to give Coastal a 1-point edge. Trojans get the final shot, but the Bankston 3 is off the mark, and Coastal wins a big one on the road over Little Rock, 72-71. Devontae Jones led Coastal with 21. A.J. Sanders would add 19, as Coastal shot 40% from 3 to start the road swing on a positive note.
Coach, nice win. Anytime you can go on the road and you can pick them up, that's always a good one, especially in Little Rock where it's tough to play.
Well, and it's 2 years in a row, so you got to commend our team for being able to go in there and do that. Tough fight, tough battle, but we followed up last weekend's win with a win here, and it certainly makes us feel good as we go into Arkansas State.
With this win, as you just said, you got to feel that your club's coming together. You said it was going to take some time, but you were able to go to Little Rock, pick up a win. You got to feel confident knowing that this team's starting to gel a little bit more. The guys are coming back and things are looking good.
Well, we're making progress, and I think we're getting ourselves in condition. So we're taking that step forward, and that's a good thing.
With this win behind you, you focus now on Arkansas State going into Jonesboro. When you looked at them, we'll get a little bit into that just in a few minutes, but just give me an overview about what you thought you were going to see.
Pretty much the same thing we saw with Little Rock, a team that's going to really push the ball on the offensive side of the ball and play hard-nosed defense. And, the faces change, but the system pretty much the same.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll switch gears. We'll talk a little bit more about Arkansas State as the Chants took on the Red Wolves. We'll have that for you when the Cliff Ellis Show rolls on right here on ABC 15.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Crestcom Bank.
For more than 60 years, HTC has been delivering worldwide connections from right here in our community. A community our employees are proud to support in every way, from coaching Little League sports to local fundraisers and quarterly blood drives. We sponsor and support the community and our school systems, recognizing greatness along the way. It's a commitment we take seriously, all to strengthen the connections here in our community. HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
It's time to get your fun on at Broadway at the Beach. Specializing in one-of-a-kind shopping, shoppers will find treasures of every kind, from unique gift shops you won't find anywhere else to nationally recognized names. And while shopping, don't forget to refuel at one of more than 20 mouth-watering restaurants and eateries, where you can choose from the all-American hamburger and milkshake to fajitas and sushi. Broadway is also home to spectacular attractions and live entertainment. For more information, visit BroadwayAtTheBeach.com. Broadway at the Beach. Positively awesome.
As the official orthopedic providers of Coastal Carolina University Athletics, the doctors of OrthoSC offer the specialized orthopedic care needed to keep athletes and their fans in the game. If bone, joint, or muscle pain is keeping you from doing what you love, get the care the Chants trust and see the experts at OrthoSC. To learn more about OrthoSC's providers and services, or to request an appointment online, visit orthosc.org.
At its heart, above all else, A&I has had a long-standing commitment to the community.
Our driving force is our dedication to the people we serve.
From Myrtle Beach to Florence,
Wilmington to Charleston.
every job is different and every community is unique.
No matter what disaster has brought us to you,
It's our commitment that will keep us here. We're proud to be celebrating 40 years of service to the Carolinas.
and we're looking forward to 40 more.
Another trial, another battle. Where's your strength? Tenacity. What's your history? Fighting for my clients in court. But what sustains me now is working with three of the finest individuals I've ever known. My family. There's power in family. Power for our clients. Fighting for your rights is my family's business.
Britain Law. Born to fight, bred to win.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Yellowwood Pressure Treated Pine.
Welcome back here to the Cliff Ellis Show. Coach, switching gears, you go into Jonesboro, Arkansas for a Saturday matchup against the Red Wolves. A tough place, solid team, always tough on the road.
Well, their guards are very good, and they've got some good inside players. They've added to the team that they had a year ago. I think it's a very good team. They're very dangerous. They've played so many teams well. They've had some good wins. We know it's a tough match.
What do you see that's specific from this Arkansas State team that makes you think, you know what, we may have some success here, but maybe some difficulties there?
Well, I think the thing that we know we can do, we won there a year ago. A lot of those faces are back. We know that they're going to change defenses. They're going to put pressure on us. We're going to have to be patient, and then we're going to have to guard. We got to really take their guard play away and not let their inside players get things going.
What is it about Jonesboro and playing at Arkansas State that makes them so tough there? I mean, when you think about Arkansas State really doesn't come into mind, maybe Arkansas, but that's a tough place to play in Jonesboro.
Well, it always has been, but again, I give credit to their sixth man. They're in you. But this team always seems to play a notch above when they're at home. They're a tough out at home.
All right, with that, let's go into these highlights, show you what happened on Saturday between Coastal Carolina and Arkansas State.
The Chanticleers with a chance to sweep this two-game Arkansas road trip. Got to beat the Red Wolves first. A.J. Sanders starts fast yet again, not unlike he did against Little Rock Thursday night. Sanders nails a pair of long-range threes. Chants jump out to a 2-point lead 3 minutes in. A pair of buckets from Amadou Bamba and Zach Cuthbertson would extend that lead to 6. Coastal in control early on, playing outstanding basketball. This Tommy Burton dunk would get the bench a rockin'. Another Sanders 3 would get them rolling. Coastal having a field day, up 9 with 12 minutes left first half. Tyrell Gums-Frater making the most of his opportunity. Coastal up double digits as we hit the 10-minute mark. What a first half by the Chanticleers. However, the excitement was short-lived. Arkansas State scored 10 straight to cut the Coastal lead to 3. Coming down the stretch, though, Bamba delivers with a dunk. DJ adds a bucket, the lead back to 6. Final minute proved big for CCU. Cuthbertson from way outside. Then DJ with 2. Coastal up 13 at the half. Nice 20 minutes of basketball for the guys from Conway. The Chants 1 half away from extending their winning streak to 3. As we start the second half, Diva goes on a run. A pair of buckets also helped from Sanders and Jones. First 5 minutes belonged to Coastal, and that was crucial. Chants would maintain a 10-point lead the rest of the way. Gums-Frater big yet again. Zach Cuthbertson with another solid outing. He'll go for a game-high 16. The senior helping complete this 2-game road swing with a pair of wins. Chants sweep the week, defeating Arkansas State 77-64. A.J. Sanders added 15. DJ went for 13. Winning streak now at 3.
Coach, great win. Yep. Tough environment. You went in there, you handled some adversity, and you got the win.
Well, I was proud of our team because when it got down to it, we really executed and did some things well. I was proud of our team. We really sticking in. You know Arkansas State's going to come at you and give you everything that they got. This is a tremendous win for us. And it gives us that impetus to go into next week as we have some tough games ahead. But it's about taking them one at a time. I see our conditioning getting better. I see our execution getting better, so that's a step forward.
You talked about the week coming off this win. That's got to make you feel good because now you're going home, a chance to grab some wins at home after coming off a nice, successful road trip.
But as we've seen in the 3 games that we've played, home is not a guarantee. And but it does give us confidence. Anytime you win, it breeds confidence. So it helps you as you prepare and go back home for the games that are at home next week.
And it shows some grit from your team to go into a hostile environment, pick up a win, knowing that they can do that, especially going down the stretch. We're going to have to win some road games.
Well, I think you have to learn to win on the road. To be a successful team and to compete for a championship, you have to find a way to win on the road.
All right, and Coastal Carolina does just that against Arkansas State. When we come back, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk a little bit about Matt Lindsay, the Little River native, playing in his final season here at Coastal Carolina. His profile coming up when the Cliff Ellis Show rolls on.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Burrows & Chapin.
Locals love Creek Rats for dinner. They rave about the nightly specials and how much they enjoy the live music. But when you experience that incredible waterfront view, you get that relaxed Creek Rats attitude. Waterfront on the Marsh Walk in Murrells Inlet.
So totally free checking is completely free?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next you'll tell me there's free online banking.
Actually, there is.
Free online bill pay? Mm-hmm. No way I can get a free quick card, debit card the instant I open an account.
Check.
Yeah, check, like free first order of checks?
All included.
What? And a free gift?
And a free gift.
Come in today and sign up for Crestcom's totally free checking. Stop by any of our convenient locations.
I'm on Candid Camera, right?
Locals love Creek Rats for lunch. They say it's the fresh salads, fantastic wraps, and seafood baskets. But when you experience those incredible waterfront views, you get that relaxed Creek Rats attitude. Waterfront on the Marsh Walk in Murrells Inlet.
When you bring the indoors outdoors, there are no rules.
As the official orthopedic providers of Coastal Carolina University Athletics, the Doctors of Ortho SC offer the specialized orthopedic care needed to keep athletes and their fans in the game. If bone, joint, or muscle pain is keeping you from doing what you love, get the care the Shots trust and see the experts at Ortho SC. To learn more about Ortho SC's providers and services, or to request an appointment online, visit orthosc.org.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by the Britton Law Firm.
Welcome back here to the Cliff Ellis Show. We're switching gears. We're talking about Matt Lindsay, the local Grand Strand native who is playing in his final year here at Coastal Carolina. You brought him in a couple of years ago, and you have to be pleased knowing that he's accepted his role, and when his role comes up, when his time comes, he goes out there and gets it done.
Well, Matt's going to play hard. He'll surprise you with his defense because he's a better defender than you might think. He's a gritty, gutty kid. He shoots the ball well from three. He's on track to get his degree. We're very proud of Matt, and he's really given us a tremendous effort in the 2 years that he's been with us, and we're proud of him.
With the situation now facing you with Kralls now gone, it's going to give Matt a couple of opportunities to get a little bit more playing time.
Well, we lost two guards, and not only that, David Pierce is out for several weeks with torn ligaments in his shooting hand. Could be, it's going to be out for probably a month or so. So Matt gets the opportunity to move up in the system, and we're going to need good play out of him. He's experienced. He's been able to do some. He actually had some games where he started a year ago. So anyway, he gives us depth. It's his turn, and so we know that we feel confident that he's going to go in and play hard and give us some good minutes.
All right, here's more on Matt Lindsay.
It's been a nice ride for Matt Lindsay. The Little River native spent 2 years at Cape Fear, then decided to walk on at Coastal. That decision was one of the best he's made. He paid his dues, earned a scholarship, and started 14 games as a junior.
It's actually been a lot more than I expected. And last year I came in, I actually got a chance to start almost half the season, so I was never expected to start. I mean, I came in as a walk-on, earned a scholarship, and just a lot of hard work.
Entering his final year, the senior has used what he's learned from Cliff Ellis to enhance his opportunities both on and off the court. Plenty of life lessons learned to help him after basketball ends.
What he teaches us on the court, we can take into our everyday life. Hard work, I mean, being tough. I mean, if life knocks you down, you got to learn to get back up and keep going, and that's one of the things he preaches.
You may not know, but Lindsay has a twin brother. The two played together through high school and over at Cape Fear.
Many people might not know I'm a twin also. We used to play together at our junior college. We went to Cape Fear.
When this Grand Strand native isn't on the court, you can find him on the links. Lindsay loves to hit the little white ball, something he's done on the Strand for quite some time.
I think I've played a majority of them. There's probably not one I haven't played around here. But yeah, golf is really fun. I'm not too great at it, but I'm getting better.
His love for Coastal runs deep. Having spent time on campus while attending North Myrtle Beach, he knew then that Coastal was where he wanted to be. And through hard work, his dream became reality.
Just always loved the program. Coach Ellis, he's a great coach, and I could always see myself playing for him, and I'm just happy I got the chance to come in here and show him what I could do.
One goal remains for Lindsey and his Coastal team, a conference tournament title and a chance to play in the NCAA tournament.
It's been a great journey. I'm having fun with it, and just hopefully I can leave on some wins on conference tournament.
So you know what you're going to get from Matt. He's going to come in, he's going to give you good defense, he's going to give you quality minutes. So that's going to add some depth to your situation on the roster as you move forward.
That's exactly right. And he understands the system. He's been with us. And what we want him to do is go in and defend. We want him to make transition, guard as best you can on the transition side and when you get your man. And on the offensive side, take what comes to you. We got players that can make plays, distribute the ball, can shoot the ball, be ready to shoot it if you're open. At the same point in time, if you're not, move the ball, get other people open.
All right, so we'll see how Matt does in the final month or two of his Coastal Carolina career. Time for another quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the week ahead for Coastal Carolina back here at the HTC Center. That's coming up when the Cliff Ellis Show continues right here on ABC 15.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Logan Steakhouse.
Another trial, another battle. Where's your strength? Tenacity. What's your history? Fighting for my clients in court. But what sustains me now is working with three of the finest individuals I've ever known. My family. There's power in family. Power for our clients.
Fighting for your rights is my family's business.
Britain Law. Born to fight, bred to win.
As the official orthopedic providers of Coastal Carolina University Athletics, the Doctors of Ortho SC offer the specialized orthopedic care needed to keep athletes and their fans in the game. If bone, joint, or muscle pain is keeping you from doing what you love, get the care the Shots trust and see the experts at Ortho SC. To learn more about Ortho SC's providers and services, or to request an appointment online, visit orthosc.org.
Waccamaw Land and Timber has been serving the Grand Strand since 1982. The ultimate goal of Waccamaw Land and Timber is the best interest of both the buyer and the seller. If you're looking for a place to relax, hunt, or fish, the professionals at Waccamaw Land and Timber can find you the perfect recreational property. Call 449-0441 to discuss your real estate needs with Waccamaw Land and Timber.
It's time to get your fun on at Broadway at the Beach. Specializing in one-of-a-kind shopping, shoppers will find treasures of every kind, from unique gift shops you won't find anywhere else to nationally recognized names. And while shopping, don't forget to refuel at one of more than 20 mouth-watering restaurants and eateries, where you can choose from the all-American hamburger and milkshake to fajitas and sushi. Broadway is also home to spectacular attractions and live entertainment. For more information, visit BroadwayAtTheBeach.com. Broadway at the Beach. Positively awesome.
For more than 60 years, HTC has been delivering worldwide connections from right here in our community. A community our employees are proud to support in every way, from coaching Little League sports to local fundraisers and quarterly blood drives. We sponsor and support the community and our school systems, recognizing greatness along the way. It's a commitment we take seriously, all to strengthen the connections here in our community. HTC, this is life. Connect with it.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Waccamaw Land and Timber.
Welcome back here to the Cliff Ellis Show. Shauna Clears here at the HTC Center for a pair of games this week. First on the docket, though, is Monroe. The Warhawks coming here to Conway to take on the Shauna Clears. Very good, very talented team. Going to have your hands full.
Well, both these teams that we play this week are at the top of the league. They're elite teams. They come from a fertile state of basketball players. They're able to recruit in their backyard, and they're good. Louisiana Monroe is off to a great start. They're well coached, but they're deep, and this is one of the better teams that will play. And so we're going to have to buckle up and get ourselves ready, because this is a very, very fine basketball team. And it's Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and fans, we want them to come in and get that sixth man.
Mm-hmm. When you look at this Monroe team, what is the one thing that stands out to you? Is it guard play? Is it underneath the basket?
I think it's both. I think the reason they're successful is they've got good inside-outside balance. They're going to give you different looks on defense, so we've got to be able to manage changes. At the same point in time, handle their perimeter and their bigs.
All right, so when Monroe exits, Louisiana comes in from Lafayette, so you got the Raging Cajuns coming in on Saturday.
Well, when you look at this team, the first thing that comes out in your mind is Gant, their power forward. Probably as good a player as there is in our league, without question rated the top power forward. He really makes them go, and it starts with him. But they've got tremendous athletes. They do a great job. They've got a transfer from South Carolina, and Marcus Stroman that is a junior or senior this year that has been there with them. This is a talented team, but it starts with Gant, and we're going to have to be ready to shut him down. But we can't just depend on stopping him and letting the other guys go, because this is a team that does a lot of things. And when you look at our league over the years and you look at the wins Louisiana had, they've set a benchmark, so to speak.
So if you like college basketball, this is a place to be this week.
Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock, Thursday night, 7 o'clock, and tickets are available.
There you have it. All right, of course, Coach and myself will be back here next Sunday, same time, same place, as we'll break down the two games against the Louisiana schools. That's coming up next Sunday right here on the Cliff Ellis Show. Have a fantastic weekend.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Burroughs and Chapin.
When you bring the indoors outdoors, there are no rules.
So totally free checking is completely free?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next you'll tell me there's free online banking.
Actually, there is.
Free online bill pay? Mm-hmm. No way I can get a free quick card, debit card the instant I open an account.
Check.
Yeah, check. Like free first order of checks?
All included.
What? And a free gift?
And a free gift.
Come in today and sign up for Crestcom's totally free checking. Stop by any of our convenient locations.
I'm on candid camera, right?
At its heart, above all else, A&I has had a long-standing commitment to the community.
Our driving force is our dedication to the people we serve.
From Myrtle Beach to Florence.
Wilmington to Charleston.
Every job is different, and every community is unique.
No matter what disaster has brought us to you.
It's our commitment that will keep us here. We're proud to be celebrating 40 years of service to the Carolinas.
And we're looking forward to 40 more.
Waccamaw Land and Timber has been serving the Grand Strand since 1982. The ultimate goal of Waccamaw Land and Timber is the best interest of both the buyer and the seller. If you're looking for a place to relax, hunt, or fish, the professionals at Waccamaw Land and Timber can find you the perfect recreational property. Call 449-0441 to discuss your real estate needs with Waccamaw Land and Timber.
As the official orthopedic providers of Coastal Carolina University Athletics, the Doctors of Ortho SC offer the specialized orthopedic care needed to keep athletes and their fans in the game. If bone, joint, or muscle pain is keeping you from doing what you love, get the care the shots trust and see the experts at Ortho SC. To learn more about Ortho SC's providers and services, or to request an appointment online, visit orthosc.org.
Locals love creek rats for lunch. They say it's the fresh salads, fantastic wraps, and seafood baskets. But when you experience those incredible waterfront views, you get that relaxed creek rats attitude. Waterfront on the Marsh Walk in Murrells Inlet.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
The Cliff Ellis Show is brought to you by Yellowwood Pressure Treated Pine.